morning, everybody. I want to welcome you to our January breakfast. It is our installation breakfast. So at this point, I'm going to turn this over to the nominating committee chair, which is Paul Levy.
Well, thank you. What am I doing?
There's the camera.
Oh. Morning, everyone. Welcome to breakfast. Nice to see a great turnout today. Once a year, we get together and we vote on our executive board and our officers, and this is that meeting. So we'll try to get through it as quickly as possible. First of all, the nominations are for president, and these are for one-year terms. The officers are for 1 year. Dr. Paul McGee from McGee Chiropractic for president. For vice president, Ann Vasquez, La Siesta Restaurant. Treasurer, Marianne Russo, East Boston Savings Bank. And for clerk, Christine Millerick from Elliott Whittier Insurance. For the executive board, these are for 2-year terms, beginning right now. Tony Ann Cherico from Special Effects. Tom Hankard, Webster Federal Credit Union. Ernie Hardy, Cottage Park Yacht Club. Paul Levy, myself, from Woodside Hardware. Michael Nicastro from East Boston Neighborhood Health Center. And Russ Sanford from Leveline Construction. The following board members have 1 year remaining on their term. Joe Clark from Seaview Storage. Brian Perrin, attorney at law. Jonathan Polino, Highland Real Estate. Stephen Quigley, Independent Newspaper Group. And Mark Wallace, Winthrop Marketplace. At this time, are there any further nominations from the floor? Hearing none, I'd ask that we cast a vote for the 2015 Executive Board and officers. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Congratulations. And I believe that Betsy will call up President Peter Gill to do the installation.
Yep, you should probably stay up here.
Thank you.
So if we could have our town council president, Peter Gill, come up, and also all of the executive board members, that's officers and board members that were just called up, and come up and stand up here. Does that work for you, Mike? Then you'll be sworn in by Peter. So all board members.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to take this opportunity to swear in the 2015 Executive Board and members of the Chamber. I remember a few years back when I was sworn in as President of the Chamber, so I guess now I'm past President. Executive Board, would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon you as a member of the Board of Directors of the Winthrop Chamber of Commerce to the best of your abilities, and understand and agree to carry forth the Chamber's mission in accordance with its bylaws, so help you God? I do. Okay, you're done. Christine, please raise your right hand. You, Christine Millerick, solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon you as Clerk of the Winthrop Chamber of Commerce to the best of your abilities, and understand and agree to carry forth the Chamber's mission in accordance with the bylaws, so help you God.
I do. Thank you.
Marianne. You, Marianne Russo, solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon you as Treasurer of the Winthrop Chamber of Commerce to the best of your ability, to oversee all the finances and understand and agree to carry forth the Chamber's mission in accordance with its bylaws, so help you God.
Thank you.
And Vasquez. Do you, Ann Vasquez, solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon you as Vice President of the Winthrop Chamber of Commerce the best of your abilities, to act for the President in his absence, and understand and agree to carry forth the Chamber's mission in accordance with its bylaws, so help you God. And Dr. Paul. Do you, Dr. Paul McGee, solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon you as President of the Winthrop Chamber of Commerce, to the best of your abilities, and understand and agree to carry forth the direction of the Executive Board and the mission of the Chamber in accordance with its bylaws, so help you God.
I do. Thank you.
Can we do a quick picture of the four of you with Peter? Can you do that one? Please. Thanks, Peter. Thank you, Peter. And now I'm going to invite Peter to stay up here for a few minutes and give us a little review of 2014 and a look forward from a town council standpoint on 2015.
Thank you.
Thanks, Peter.
What I've done for the last couple of years is take the state of the town message, which the town council president writes at the end of December, the end of the year, every year. And it sort of goes through, as Betsy said, what has been accomplished over the last year and what we look forward to for the following year. The light in here is terrible, so. I want to take this opportunity to recognize and express appreciation to all of our department heads and their staffs, as well as our appointed town boards and committees, the town manager and the town council for their accomplishments in 2014. Their spirit of cooperation, enthusiasm, and effort is responsible for significant improvement in the performance in the delivery of town services in Winthrop in the year of 2014. The progress of Winthrop's accomplishments of 2014, including but not limited to the following, will continue to be monitored in 2015. The construction of the new 6 through 12 middle high school, school improvement plan, including keeping pace with today's technology, continuing to strengthen the partnership and sharing of resources between general government and the school department, implementation of comprehensive town building maintenance plan, continuation of the road, sidewalk, water, sewer infrastructure repairs and replacements, including Pico, Cottage Ave, and other major projects. Capital improvement program for facilities updates, equipment, and vehicle. See the 5-year capital improvement plan, which was adopted in 2013 and updated in 2014. Continue cleanliness and overall attractiveness efforts of the town, including roadside, post and rail fencing, landscaping, and tree replacement programs. Continue with the engineering and development for the Winthrop Street Corridor Improvement Project, including consideration of some additional engineering funding. Development of the town-wide, as well as a regional economic development plan. See the Center Business District, which was adopted in 2014. Completion of over $20 million in private investments, including the Dalrymple School, the hospital, and the temple. The Dalrymple School is already open. I was yesterday watching people move into the hospital with big smiles on their faces, and the temple will have their official opening on the 22nd, I believe, of this month. Completion of over $20 million in private investor projects, and those were the 3 that I just mentioned. Winthrop Beach Restoration Project, water sewer service efficiency efforts, including completion of the radio read water meter installation program. The Simons Streetlight Replacement to LED, Blue Wave Solar Power Purchase Program, improved energy efficiency in heating systems, and other green community efforts. Public safety central dispatch, resulting in more effective, efficient use of resources, and to continue to settle labor contracts and other operational expenses in accordance with council budgetary guidelines. Our town manager and town council, department heads and staff have certainly been busy in the year 2014, but we're not letting up on them. In addition to continued focus on the 2014 accomplishments, some of which are works in progress, which need to be monitored and continued, the following are proposed as we plan for the future of Winthrop. Further encouragement of investment and improvement of existing residential and commercial real estate. Further encouragement of new development and investment by streamlining and simplifying the licensing, permitting, and zoning processes, as well as updating ordinances where appropriate. Further encouragement of new business development, see the New Business Planning Handbook and Guide, developed in 2014. Development of investor incentive programs, for example, tax incentive programs. Negotiation of a new MWRA mitigation package. Development of a workable business plan for the ferry service, including service to the Boston Harbor Islands and other recreational uses. Development of the Walk Winthrop program, development of a marketing plan for the town. Planning and design of a Belle Isle Marsh Ecology Park and Walkway. Development and enforcement of the marina/houseboat ordinances. Establishment of a committee for the review of the town charter, which, by the way, is required every 5 years. Establishment of a committee on the reuse of the former middle school building. Consideration of additional clerical and technical support for boards and committees to enhance board participation and improve compliance with open meeting laws. Continued finance department progress, which has been tremendous, including budget planning and monitoring of enterprise funds and increasing stabilization funds, which were established in 2014. Careful consideration of the potential fiscal impacts of the proposed 9C cuts, which are proposed state cuts for local aid. Preparation and management of the fiscal 16 town budget. Increased revenue collection efforts. Aggressive tax title and foreclosure measures, as well as real estate tax liens for outstanding water and sewer obligations. These processes are already underway and are very successful at this point. Grant-seeking efforts. Some grants require matching funds, which must be provided for in the annual budget. Monitoring of fees for services as well as enterprise funds. Fees should cover the cost of service plus continue to build appropriate reserves. And still under revenue, intensified enforcement of all town ordinances, increasing revenue, as well as, and as important as, encouraging compliance and existing, resulting in a cleaner, healthy environment for the town. Continued positive annual Department of Revenue report with historic free cash and no suggestions for improvement by the DOR of financial management practices. Improvement in existing real estate and new development will increase Winthrop's real estate tax base. The establishment of parking enterprise funds to earmark receipts generated by the development of paid municipal parking lots. Increased enforcement on the street parking ordinances, tag and tow for residential sticker, street sweeping, snow emergency violations, etc. Maintenance of the town landing facility, including resurfacing of the barge and repair of the wall, the riprap. Completion of existing exterior improvements to the police station. Restoration of the town hall cupola. Reconstruction and restoration of the drainage system through the golf course in Lewis Lake, which is just about underway right now. It's right on the edge of approval. And reconstruction and restoration of Miller Field. In conclusion, Winthrop is a desirable seaside community offering the opportunity of safe, affordable living within easy commuting distance of Boston, a world-class city. We need to be committed to the preservation and improvement of Winthrop's amenities and resources. It is vital to continue to provide an inviting and pleasant atmosphere for our residents and visitors. We need to continue to maintain and improve our community to attract new businesses to Winthrop and encourage present homeowners to meet and remain in Winthrop. We need to encourage citizens to become more involved in the future of Winthrop, to communicate their vision, opinions, priorities, and ideas, and to invest in the future of our community. Respectively submitted, Peter Gill, President of Winthrop Town Council, December 31st, 2014. To take this report a little bit closer to the chamber, one of the major accomplishments has been our Economic Development Committee. There's been a closer relationship with the Chamber of Commerce and the town than there has been historically ever, from what people are telling me. I need to give a great deal of credit and recognition for that cooperation to the Chamber, Betsy, Paul, and your executive board. Joe Clark's right in there on all of these efforts. From the council side, I need to give a special recognition to a member of the chamber who's also a councilor, Russ Sanford, who has been the glue and that has put this together and made it a cooperative effort. Russ is the chairman of our Economic Development Committee, and he had a significant amount of input into the new center business district zoning, which is a huge accomplishment, a huge movement forward. And I'd like to turn that piece of our presentation over to Russ and have Russ give you a quick update. Thank you for the opportunity to be here and address you today and to install you as officers. Happy New Year to everybody, and best wishes for 2015.
Russ, can I interrupt your flow here for just a second? Tony Ann Cherko and Stephen Quigley just walked in, both of whom still need to be sworn in. Can we have Peter do that before he goes? And then have you speak, Russ? Is that okay?
Please raise your right hand. Tony, Ann, and Stephen. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon you as a member of the Board of Directors of the Windsor Chamber of Commerce to the best of your ability, and understand and agree to carry forth the Chamber's mission in accordance with its bylaws, so help you God? I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
Thank you also for filling us in on what's been going on. It's been a great relationship. We feel the same way with the town. And as you were saying, a lot of that credit goes to Russ Sanford, who has also been both on the chamber board for a long time and a town councilor, and is head of the Economic Development Committee for the town council. So, Russ, if you want to come up and help us understand a little bit about what's been going on that you've been doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Council President Peter Gill really said it all. There's a lot of momentum going on in town, and it took a long time to get here. I remember one of my first chamber meetings, Richard Gay was, I think it was maybe at the Fishing Bowl way back when. And, you know, I was a newbie, you know, on the chamber. And there was a lot of visions, there was a lot of activity and a lot of excitement going on. And I've been a member of the chamber since 1985, so I've been around for a little while. And sometimes out of frustration, sometimes out of just wanting to see things happen, I decided to get involved politically and try to accomplish some things. And along with people like Joe Clark, and I could point a lot of people out in this room and outside this room, who've worked diligently way back with town meeting and trying to get the government change and try to get some things happening in Winthrop, and it has happened. The momentum is with us. Things are happening. Whether it's a dream that we had years ago about the ferry, or whether it's changing the zoning in the center as well as other districts that we're looking at now, whether it's a reuse of the middle school, which we're talking about maybe a community college coming in, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of encouragement that's generated both through the chamber, in parallel with the chamber's views, and now parallel with what the government would like to see happen in Winthrop, and it is happening. I'm not going to get into too much detail. Some people say, well, you know, you really don't talk a lot, you really don't talk too much politically. Socially, I can talk a lot, as you all know. But politically, I don't talk a lot because I don't think I have to. I think what we have to do is make things happen. I think that's what we've done with Council President, with the present council, and look forward to doing that as we go forward. So it doesn't take a lot of talk politically. It just takes a lot of things to happen behind the scenes sometimes, and to let it, you know, come forward and resolve its own challenges. And that's what we've done as a council and as a chamber. And I thank the chamber for recognizing me. Peter Gill, successful year, thank you. And to the chamber and the executive board, congratulations.
Thank you, Russ. I'd like now to ask Dr. Paul McGee, our just newly elected president of the board. Re-elected? Okay. Re-elected to his third term, to come on up and tell you guys a little bit about 2014 and what we're looking forward to in 2015.
Thank you, Betsy. Thanks again for Peter Gill coming here to help with the new inductions, and for Russ Sanford, both of you helping kind of flesh out the coming year. And it is pretty exciting, you know, what all the developments and the projects that are going on in town. And I think I think we're all pretty optimistic about the future right now for our little seaside town of Winthrop. Again, I wish you all Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us this morning for the annual meeting and installation of the Board of Directors. Thank you all to our committee chairs and everyone who served on a committee or volunteered their time for the Chamber this past year. It is greatly appreciated. Year in review. The Chamber of Commerce worked with the Town Council, Town Hall, and the Planning Board on revising the zoning for the Center Business District. We will continue to work with them on the other business districts. We worked with the Collins Center on the economic marketing strategy, looking at how to strengthen and grow the businesses in Winthrop. We look forward to continue the work in supporting our businesses and helping open up new ones. We had our first fall festival in September, which was a great success. It was a fundraiser earmarked for the revitalization of the French Square and the Center Business District. We learned a lot from our first event and hope to have more. We are a fundraising organization and we'd like to thank all of the members who have supported us over the last year, from volunteering to supporting the various events we produce. The 2015 Winthrop Neighborhood Numbers Directory is currently being laid out, and we will be going to the printer soon. We hope to have it distributed by the end of February. We are all looking forward to a great evening at the 24th Annual Kickoff Dinner and Awards Ceremony on Friday, January 23rd at the Hyatt Harborside Hotel at Logan Airport. I have a lot to read today. Reception/cocktails begin at 6:30 with dinner and the awards ceremony beginning at 8 p.m. Tickets are $45 per person, and tables may also be reserved in advance. Tickets may be purchased in advance through the Chamber. You can call 617-846-9898. Our website, www.winthropchamber.com, or you could see any board members. All members of the community are invited. I'd like to congratulate the 2015 award recipients. Youth Leadership, Tiana De Benedetto and Dan Delano. Town Service, Chief Terry Delahanty. Coach of the Year, Steve Rogers. Excellence in the Arts, Music Matters. Chamber Member of the Year, Barbara Flockhart and Anita Pazzi. I think I said. Patriot Awards, Matthew Murphy. Lifetime Achievement, Jerry Falbo. Past Distinguished Service, Jim and Elizabeth Paulino. Community Service, Bob Driscoll Sr. Business of the Year, Blackstrap Barbecue. Educational Excellence Award, Don Lettieri. And what we'd like to do is invite you all to join us in recognizing these distinguished members of our community who have worked so hard to make a difference. Again, you can contact the Chamber office or the website I listed for reservations. Our Holiday Lighting Festival was a great success again this year. I want to thank all of our contributors to the holiday lighting this year. Our grant sponsor, again, was Massport. In addition, our other contributors were the 11 Foundation, Webster First Federal Credit Union, A&V Nails, Paul W. Marks, East Boston Neighborhood Health Center, Bob DeLeo, Speaker of the House, Senator Anthony Petrocelli, Cottage Hill Real Estate, De Palma Restaurant, Elliott Whittier Insurance, A1 Lighting, Gagan Insurance, McFarland Insurance, East Boston Savings Bank, Winthrop Senior Center, Viking Taxi, Cafe Delight, Commonwealth Clinical Services, Mally's Hair Expressions, Active Auto Body, Woodside Ace Hardware, Nadine Calla, Attorney at Law, the Eye Center of Winthrop, Vin Recchia of Chestnut Hill Wealth Management Group, Maurice Kirby Funeral Home, June Watkins Music, OHS Training and Consulting. I'd like to thank all of the generous sponsors, volunteers, performers, and everyone who donated to the Holiday Lighting Festival in some way. As you know, all costs associated are paid for by the Chamber, and these contributions are a tremendous help. Now, I haven't talked to Chris yet, but do we have any new members today, Chris?
No.
We don't, okay. Okay, everybody, remember, if you're interested in purchasing tickets for the awards ceremony this January 23rd, tickets are limited, and again, you can contact the Chamber office, our website, or any board member. Okay, so it's coming up soon, so you need to purchase the tickets probably this week before we finish. If you would like to put a congratulatory ad in our award ceremony program, there are only a few spots left. Excuse me. There are only a few spots left in our program, so you can contact Wendy at the Chamber office, or you could talk to someone today. There will not be a Chamber breakfast in February, so the next breakfast will be Tuesday, March 10th. Thank you to the Center Cafe, to the AMVETS, Post 48. Thank you to the Winthrop Sun Transcript and Michael Cabral for their coverage. Again, thank you for President of the Council, Peter Gill, for taking time out of his busy schedule to help induct us in this award ceremony, and for Russ Sanford, for both of you for kind of filling in for this for the year 2015 in Winthrop. Hope you all have a great day, and again, Happy New Year. Thank you.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.